to clear out the Nightkin. The Nightstalkers still have those two. Grab a gun and blow some Nightkin out. Okay, let's see what we got. My gun is gonna see better. This is unique, isn't it? Excuse me. Weapon repair kits. There we go. Perfect. Alright, here we go. Take this template. Alright, now I gotta speak to what's his face. Tell him that what we found.
Is there something else I can do for you?
Yeah, I got my chewed up stealth boy.
There's still power, but the casing is cracked. I'm astonished that exposure to the stealth radiation could induce mutations so rapidly. More importantly, this explains why my research into this group of Night Stalkers hasn't come up with a cure for the Nightkin. There's only one avenue left for me. I need to run the Mark II test on Lily. It's the only way.
Alright, I'll go get Lily.
Lily is eccentric, certainly, but I've never felt she was dangerous. More importantly, she asked if she could help me in some way. I've told her about the risks, and she still insists on helping me.
Huh. That's neat.
Possibly immediate and permanent mental damage. There's a reason the Stealth Boy Mark IIs never got beyond the prototype stage. Lily already has a pre-existing condition, and the experiment will likely make things worse for her.
Oh no!
I'll be waiting.
Lily!
Hello again, dear. Of course, dearie. I know it's dangerous, but it'll all turn out for the best. You'll see. I'll go to him now. It would be rude to keep him waiting.
Okay.
Howdy. The equipment is hooked up and ready. We can start the test.
Alright, start the test.
Very well. Please stand back. I don't want any erroneous readings. You're welcome to stay and observe if you want, though.
Sure.
All right, power on the Stealth Boy, Lily.
Turning it on. Feels strange. Strange, but good.
Interesting. Try thinking aggressive thoughts now. Think about smashing a rad scorpion.
Lily smash! Yeah!
How are those readings looking, Calamity?
Stealth field is unstable and scrambling things. The reading says gamma wave activity is 0. But that can't possibly be right. Gamma wave activity is 0? That can't be right. Must be a result of the interference.
All right, we're done here. Go ahead and power the Stealth Boy down, Lily.
Oh, I liked having it on.
I'll get...
Oh, wait. Okay, we're gonna save. What's his face is coming over.
Get back to you on that in a moment, once I've analyzed the results. Oh.
Well, congratulations on getting the Mark II prototype functional, Doctor. Now, just hand it over, and we'll be on our way. My request is perfectly reasonable. Give us the Stealth Boy specs, and there will be no need for us to splatter the room with your insides. No, I didn't. Not until now, anyway. Very well, human. You've made your point, and I withdraw my request. Someone's watching me. I can feel it.
Nice work with the Nightkin. I've never seen anyone able to talk their kind out of anything once they had their mind set to it. I got a lot of useful data from the experiment, and am a lot closer to a cure than before. It's occurred to me that this brief test might not yield a cure anytime soon. However, if Lily were to continue to wear the prototype... All right, I'll dismantle the prototype to avoid any further incidents with the Nightkin.
Yeah. Let us take this up by 2. Let's take this up by 10. This up by 3, this up by 2, and there we go. And we get to pick a perk for 2 levels. My guns is above 70? Actually, choice costs 10% less. That gives a free level up. Shotgun like weapons. Let's go with that. Alright, let's get Rex back.
Prim wimped out and accepted NCR rule. Some people will do anything to feel safe.
Alright, let's head for... Let's get Rex back to his owner. That is the purpose. Capabilities. Okay. Now let's take out my armor. This way. Faster. Let's just stop by the followers. Wait, the king was never. Damn it.
Hey, you're the one who's...
Oh, thanks. I needed this so Alright, Julie. Let's get my metal supplies. Julie, I am here to get my free medical supplies.
Great to see you again. We're pretty short-handed as it is. Sure. Would you like a stim pack?
Stim pack, please. Thank you. I always like my stims. Let us go see the king now. Sorry about the sniffles. I can't do anything about it. King, I don't know where. I hate it.
It can be found at Nick and Ralph's.
Where?
We've got stuff we're not even allowed to sell.
fiends have been less organized than the motor runner.
Well, now we gotta go through the stamp first.
Hey, isn't that the king's dog?
Why, Rexy, you look all better, boy. Good as new. Did my Rexy get a new brain? You're a man of your word, no doubt about it. Can't thank you enough. If you want, hold on to Rex for a little while longer. I'm sure he'd enjoy that. Was there anything else you wanted?
No, everything's good. Alright, is that it?
Fiends got taken down.
Alright,
I would have done it myself if he ever had the courage to step in the free side.
let's get out.
Hey, isn't that the king's dog?
Yes, I'm not borrowing it, I'm not stealing it. Well, let us get into Vegas now.
Guess you're not so good at hiding, huh? Got nothing.
Let us head into the banks.
Uh-oh.
Another reset bug. Moira. Hello, I'm here.
Submit to a credit check or present your... Admission to the strip requires an official pass. These policies prevent less reputable persons from entering and ensure a good time will be had by all who enter the strip. Thank you, sir. You may proceed.
Now I can get paid. Where is the 5 on
Howdy, partner. You come for a piece, have you? Welcome to New Vegas. Consider me your personal welcome wagon. Now hear this. The head honcho of New Vegas, Mr. House, is itching to make your acquaintance. Just head for the Lucky 38. It's the big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner.
Okay.
Yeah, partner. That's the spirit. He'll be waiting for you.
I'd say keep...
Well, first of all, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to head and get all of the...
Moving.
I'm going to head and get all of the snow globes before anything else. Well, I do know where all the snow globes are, surprisingly. No, locals are still dead. I know for a fact that there is a snow globe. I know there's a snow globe in the... Hold on. I know there's one up here near the graveyard. And I don't need this Lincoln crappy knife. Let us replace the knife with... Oh boy. Oh boy, baby. let's go return Cook's head for some money. Because Cook needs them heady boys. Should not have trouble with hello.
Heard you helped out Jackson. Thanks for that. What? There's no way. We'll never stop them. Not at this rate.
Someone really likes their dinosaurs. Hello?
Hey, welcome.
Yeah, just looking for a snow Oh, here's that guy. I can't remember where the snow globe is.
Hey there.
I'll have to get back to this one. Anyway, let us head north. Anyway, there's some, there's our quest to go north, it shouldn't be too far. No, it shouldn't be. Those graves, these shovels, what am I supposed to look for? Oh, that must be it. I'm not ready to assault Helios 1. This one is under NCR.
Let's see what we've got here. Okay, yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. The pulse gun. Although, maybe the rangefinder could work too. And it looks like the NCR was onto some miracle farming technology.
Okay, what's the pulse?
Electromagnetic weapon from before the Great War. Experimental. It never saw mass production. But they were building it as a countermeasure to power armor, which they feared the Chinese were developing. Supposedly a prototype was being housed at Nellis. Imagine what it could do to the Brotherhood. We'd be on equal footing with any idiot with a gun.
Huh.
More or less. Supposedly it's a vegetation enhancer, NCR has a science branch headquartered at McCarran Airport. Guess they found something. Guess somebody wasn't very good at keeping secrets either. We'd never pursue it because it's not a weapon, but self-sufficiency is fundamental to us. If it works, they'd see the value of an alternate course.
Okay.
It's a targeting device for some kind of doomsday weapon based at Helios 1. It was lost sometime after the war. We held Helios 1 for a time. Lost a lot of people defending it. Too many. All for this weapon they never got working. If it turns out to be a dud, it'd show how flawed our goals have been. Father Elijah said he thinks a scavenger might have sold it on the strip. Yeah, maybe they'll think twice about engaging the NCR if they know one of those could be floating around. The notes say to look around Nellis Air Force Base. He suggests going through filing cabinets and computers in the commanding officer's quarters. They defended Helios like it was their last stand. Didn't even know if there was anything worth defending. Even if it did work, it'd be under NCR control now. So it'd either prove our goals are wrong, or we're incapable of pursuing them. There's a pawn shop in Outer Vegas we could check, and I've heard of a gift shop in the Strip that deals in pre-war antiques. Okay, what better way to persuade them than to give them a taste of what they stand to gain, right? Maybe the best place to start is to see what we can find out directly from the NCR. Let's head to their OSI office at McCarran.
Nellis Air Force. I think it's down here. Helios 1. Captain McCarran. They might attack me on sight just to say so I will take this off. Nellis Air Force Base. Yeah, that's where the blue are. First of all, let's go to Camp McCarran. The NCR completely contests me. I don't know if they'll attack me on site, but we're about to find out. Nope.
Hello?
We should have you tried and then killed on the spot.
Okay.
That fiend leader shouldn't have messed with our great army.
Your lady friend seems out of place here.
Thank you. Yeah, these I can keep to myself. Don't want these people execute me. Come on, guys. Help yourself. People hate me. Don't want any trouble. We're almost out of time. Not looking for trouble, just passing by. Damn it, whoever I'm supposed to look for, they're below me. Hello, I'm looking for someone. Hello?
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
Yeah, I was there. No. I'm here about something else.
A mercenary, is that it? You won't be disappointed, I promise you. The Office of Science and Industry provides highly competitive benefits. And as an external contractor, your pay would be rather more competitive than those of our regular employees. But we should keep that to ourselves, don't you think? So, how about I tell you what we need, and then you can tell me whether you're up to it. No pressure, of course.
I'm listening.
Imagine, if you will, the wasteland in bloom. Vast fields of corn that grow from seeds and produce their bounty in the space of a month. Orchards of trees, their branches weighed halfway to the ground, hung with fat, ripe oranges, a harvest that could feed a city or a nation. And all this, requiring no more than a few drops of precious water and the efforts of only a handful of human farmers. Impossible? A realist. We have that in common. A year ago, I'd have said the same. But what if I was to tell you that the wasteland can yield an endless bounty, and that the secret may lie a mere few miles from where we stand? We need only reach out and take it, and for that, I need you.
Okay, what do you want?
Isn't it? One directs one's efforts, or... I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlock the secrets of plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
Okay.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities. I can authorize your payment from OSI accounts. Vaults typically contain a server room on a lower level, where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you? I thought it was a fairly straightforward assignment. It's a simple question of retrieving the data, which shouldn't prove overly challenging. Downloading the data will be... Oh? What might those be? The Office of Science and Industry. It's a rather expansive topic. I could talk for hours, but I'm sure I'd bore you. Suffice to say, we are the leading edge of the NCR. Our work focuses on practical matters: medicine, engineering, biology. The dam, for instance. OSI routes its energy supply to our cities in the West. That's only one responsibility of this office. Director of the entire OSI? Me? If I didn't know better, I'd say you were trying to plant seditious ideas in my head. No. I direct our eastern operations. I've been responsible for squeezing unprecedented levels of power from the dam. I'm also confronting the problem of food production in what little spare time I have, but I've found some promising leads. We aid some programs the Republic has sponsored involving sharecropper farms in the area, but those haven't panned out too well from what I hear. There have been complaints about the amount of water we're supplying, but those are just excuses for lack of diligence, I'm sure.
Well, I'll see you later, Doctor. Alright, I gotta call this episode. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love every single one of you. And what's my new target?